So MindsEye just dropped, and honestly, it's somehow worse than most people feared. After months of god-awful marketing, painfully vague trailers, and early reviews that set expectations deeply below the Earth's crust, the one thing this game absolutely could not afford to do was botch the launch. But of course, naturally, that is exactly what has happened.
What do you know?
I just saw him once. He has the same chunk of metal on his neck, and he had a prosthetic arm. He was all tatted up.
Jacob, what's going on?
If you were unlucky enough to buy this game on PC, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. You've probably already refunded this game or just given up all hopes of ever playing it, because this game is literally unplayable. People seem to not be able to get past the first cutscene before the game crashes to the desktop, like it's trying to just escape itself. And if by some divine miracle you do make it past that initial cutscene, congratulations, you've just unlocked the exclusive reward of PowerPoint presentation, the game. I'm talking full-on slideshow mode, frame drops galore, stuttering, hitching. It's like your graphics card is trying to send out an SOS message. Even on a PS5 Pro, this game is struggling to maintain 30 FPS. That's right, modern hardware, last-gen performance. It's like a wet sponge running on a treadmill, powered by shame. It's not just bad, it's embarrassing. That's not even the worst part of this sad tale. Even if the game had launched flawlessly, no crashes, no bugs, buttery smooth frame rates, I'd still be sitting here dunking on it. Once you do get past the technical horror show, you're left with something much more worse. A game completely devoid of any personality. Outside of a few kinda nice looking cutscenes, it's just painfully generic. It plays it safe, it plays it boring. It's just like a checklist of things in games that they've gone through and just called it that. They clearly tried to make the story of this game the whole main draw, but the plot is so dry, I had already forgot what was happening about 2 hours in. Dialogue's flat, the pacing's off, and the world building is about as deep as a puddle in a parking lot. And the gameplay, oh dear lord, don't even get me started on the gameplay. It feels like someone unearthed some abandoned PS3 shooter and just reskinned it with the latest Unreal Engine shaders. Just run, shoot, drive, repeat. That is it. This game doesn't even have any melee. There's no stealth, no meaningful progression, no real systems at play here, just vibes, and bad ones at that. Don't get me wrong, simplicity isn't always a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with a game being straightforward, as long as it feels good to play. But MindsEye doesn't. It's stiff, it's clunky, it's about as much fun as folding a fitted sheet. It's honestly just kind of sad though, with a team full of industry veterans, so many people that have worked on some of the biggest franchises out there. You'd think they'd have the experience amongst them to make something at least decent, something solid, something interesting. But instead they just farted out this half-baked, creatively bankrupt mess, and when it fails, they just blame the audience. Already waiting for the inevitable dev statement where someone from Build a Rocket Boy, which, let's face it, sounds like a failed kid's science project, comes out and says something like, "You guys didn't give this a fair shot, it was misunderstood." No, it wasn't. We understood perfectly. It was just shit. Seen this exact pattern now, time and time again. Game launch is broken, players complain, devs act surprised and hurt, and then just blame the algorithm, the players, fucking even the phase of the moon, just anything but themselves. Somehow, some way, there are still people out there online defending this game, just huffing copium like it's a limited time seasonal flavour, saying things like, you just don't get it, or it's gonna get better in a few months. Cool. I'll come back in about half a year once I finish replaying Titanfall 2 for the 20th time, because that actually respects me. Truth is, we should have all seen this coming the moment we saw a glimpse of gameplay footage. Stiff movement, clunky gunplay, recycled open world cliches. It was obvious this was never going to be the next big thing. Honestly, God himself could have been the lead developer on this game, and I would still be sitting here saying that this is trash. I'm just tired of it, man. Pardon? Tired of these AAA mid-fests. Tired of paying full price for a game that brings nothing new to the table and doesn't even work at launch. Don't get me wrong, I love a janky launch, weird bugs, broken ragdolls, characters T-posing into the void. That stuff can be hilarious, but this isn't funny, it's just sad. Games are expensive and our time is valuable, and for what we're getting in return, it just feels like more and more of a gamble every year. Anyway, MindsEye sucks. Big shocker. I just wanted to get that off my chest. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, see you all in the next one.